But just in time to get started here. All righty. Hey, guys. Good to see you here tonight. We had a pretty good conversation going heading in here. Let's see. Got up on a few things. Hello. Hope you're well. Um, oh, yeah. Kids are visiting. Atypical. Good overall. Let's see. Can't complain. How about you? Doing okay. Been a blah day. I wasn't feeling my best, and I slept through most of it to wake up to torrential downpour. I'm saying, so it's raining up in Canada. Mother ATT. I left last night, but bought two books for us to read together. Yeah, 80 had also mentioned earlier that I guess her kids approved of the channel here. So that was pretty cool to hear. Sweet Pickle. Hey, Mike. Hey. And of course, the counter's going screwy again. I'm back down to one watching. Even though we know that we have already, now it's gone up to two. Okay. If you guys haven't already, if you can remember to like and share the stream, that well, see if we can get the algorithm up, see if we can get some more people in here. That'd be nice. Um, we have our friend question mark here with us. Let's see. Before we do that, let's see. Nice 80 must be nice. Let's see. Pink Yellow Flash admitted to being a drug user on his stream Saturday. We should all stop following him. Um, I didn't watch that stream, so I can't really say anything. To my knowledge, though, he is not. Sounds like you're trying to stir some trouble up there, Mr. Question Mark. Gospel of Flying Spaghetti Monster. What kind of? Well, we do know that Flash is a bit of a drinker. That much we do know. Okay. But he's admitted to being a drinker. In fact, I know he and Tug have both been drunk on their stream on his stream before. So my offspring are weird like me. Yeah, what kind of? And marijuana is not a drug. Yeah. Well, marijuana. Well, technically marijuana is, but it's not considered an illicit drug. Okay. But I think we overall know what you're talking about, Leto. Dave Marks is here as well. Hey, Dave, have a spaghetti meeting. Amen. Ramen. uh, hey, Dave. All right. So, anyways, we got like, well, I think we got more than four people watching now, but and I will ask this again, of course, if you guys can, if you haven't already, if you can like and share the stream, that will help. So we can get some more people in here. Um, you know, so that we can Hey, deliver. Hey, Dave, how goes it, buddy? Hi, Mike. Hey, Dave, weed is medicine, which is true. There are some parts of the country that consider, well, hmm, weed is medicine. Why does it matter? All drugs are poison to the mind, and he was going to roll something, which I assume means marijuana. I didn't, again, I wasn't there, so, but I may now have to go to Flash's stream so as to ask that now. Be, not that it really matters for me following him. I mean, you know, but you can roll anything up. You can even roll up cigarettes. Okay. Um, but yeah. But anyways, how about that at Dave Marks? Ramen to you. Also laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Ross meme. Get a load of this guy. Ganja helped my family, even though I was handcuffed for it once. I have no regrets. Ganja. I'm guessing ganja is another form of marijuana. Just guessing. Yes, I should stop fermenting shrooms in my moonshine. Anyways, and let I just answered my question there. It is. All right. Excuse me a moment, guys. I gotta go off screen for just a quick moment here. Yeah, sorry, but I had to put my towel back up over my curtains there because the sun was coming directly into my eyes. So, um, the drug talk stream, yes. Well, it shouldn't be, but I guess it started out that way. I guess it is gonna be that because somebody just had to bring something like that up. Um, Cherries go better with moonshine as one who tasted Virginia shine. Okay. Never tried moonshine. Just some good old boys. Couldn't change it, they could. Confine the system like a true modern day Robin Hood. Jeremiah is here to peep. To peep peep. Okay. Let the sun shine. Let the sunshine in. Sunshine. Let the sunshine in. The sunshine in. Hello, Jeremiah. And you never will, Leto. Stay a good man. Jeremiah said hi, 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 ho, Leto. That's supposed to be high low or high ho. I know I'm good. Moonshine is just crazy strong booze. I don't recommend it. Oh, America is becoming as weak as Canada and Western Europe nations when it comes to drugs, when it should be following the example of Asian nations. All right, granted, many of us share similar ideological. Let me say this, just because we're starting to go down a path I don't necessarily want to go down. Partly because I don't know, I didn't, I wasn't watching Flash's streams. So I don't really know what was going on there. But let me say this: while we share, why most of us here tend to share similar ideological beliefs. You may have some people who may differ on an issue or two. Um, this is not really. I usually try to stay away from big headed political ideological talks here. Because we got enough of that going around. We have enough of the gotcha stuff going around. I try to keep things positive here. You know, so just a heads up. I don't know what your issue with Flash is. Question mark. Um, I personally do not have an issue with him. I don't know what anybody else's views on that are, but if this is some way you're trying to cancel Flash, at not the place here. Not the place to be talking about canceling anybody or saying, "Oh, you shouldn't follow him or shouldn't follow her." Everybody's got the freedom. See, you're talking about how America has become weak because of drugs. Well, we have something here called freedom of choice. We have the freedom to assemble. We have the freedom to assemble. We have the freedom to choose who we want to subscribe to, who we don't want to subscribe to. Okay, so why I try to stay away from big ideological discussions here, for the most part, unless I feel that unless a specific issue revolving around what we're talking about renders it necessary. We try to be respectful here of everybody's differing opinions, and we just try to have fun here. This isn't the time or place for any of that, for what you seem to be trying to do. So just keep that in mind. And I am like Amy Winehouse. I know I'm no good. Let's see. Jeremiah tried to repair his toy shotgun. He was stubborn. Yeah. He was a stubborn boy and wouldn't let me help till today. He gave up and asked me for help. I had it all back together in five. Well, I mean, hey, toys. That's probably a good thing for him though, because you know, I know as a dad you want to spend all the time you can with your son. Um, but that's probably a good thing for him to like sit there and at least try to do it himself, because there will probably come a time when, you know, long, long in the future, you know, knock on wood, where, you know, where he's going to have to figure it out on his own. It's good for him to get in the practice now. So, so why all the question marks? Yeah, I think we all have wondered about that over time. That's admirable, Jeremiah. Yes, it is. See. Like Japan, sure. Give me my waifu. Where are they giving away waifus, Leto? I need a harem. uh, yeah, what's on the docket? Well, as soon as I get through these chats here, Dave, I'll probably will get to that, because now wow, we're already at 16 minutes, Mark. So this conversation kind of went longer than usual. So we got seven. I will tell you this: we do have 7 stories on the night, so all from CBR. So get to that in a moment. Laugh out loud. So many big stories today. Um, well, not as many as you may think. I mean, or at least not the ones that I had looked. I had fun covering some. Um, laugh out loud though. From my experience, harems are a lot of work, and your back pain is immense. Uh, let's see. I am scared. What topic might be? I saw your stories, Lita, because all 5 of us are gonna be able to cancel Flash over some wacky Tobacco. Yeah, yeah. Let's not even get it. Again, I don't know anything about it because I didn't watch the stream. So, um, I may try to go back and see if I can track down that stream. Maybe I'll try to look that up, but or not. But I have no reason to, you know. Uh huh. Right, Dave. All 5 of us going to be sitting down in the same room. Uh, puff, puff, and peas. For real. Yeah, Mike, I was humble bragging. In the wrong room to bash the ganja, laugh out loud. Gives Leto an extra puff. The off the rails shows are the best ones. Yeah, yeah, we do seem to be a bit off the rails already. Thank typical. You can call me 80. I don't even watch Flash laugh out loud. Now I watched some of his videos. I haven't really watched a lot any of his live streams lately, but okay, 80. Right. So we're at 19 minutes, so we should probably get going here a bit. Well, people are lively tonight. Weird vibe chat here, and not even started, but liking it. Yeah, sometimes that happens, JD. Sometimes we kind of get a little off track a bit, but it's still cool. Um, you know, because a big part of it is just making the connections. All right, so there we go. Okay, so let me. Uh, yeah, let's start. Let's criticize these stories. All right. Anyways, yeah, let's get to the news here a bit. So as I said, I have 7 stories tonight. Um, all from CBR. Three of them are comics related, and four are anime related, including a couple of announcements from one company starting up, one company winding down. Also, Marvel doing a kind of a memorial throughout their titles of a artist who I guess have just recently passed away. Um, and some announcements on the anime front as well. So, without any further ado, then let's go ahead and get started here. About yeah, about anarchy rules. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so first story of the night, exclusive. Gabe Valentin of Digital Lizards of Doom launches Dizzy Doom Media. The story was, of course, written by Tim Adams, published 12 hours ago. CBR has the exclusive announcement of Digital Lizards of Doom creator Gabriel Valentin launching his new publishing house, Dizzy Doom Media. Gabriel Valentin, the creator of Digital Lizards of Doom, is launching a brand new publishing house under the name Dizzy Doom Media. The goal of this new publishing house will strive to help writers and artists thrive in the comic book industry without giving up the rights and control of their properties. Dizzy Doom Media also promises to provide printing and and distribution aid digitally and globally. That must be Gabe Valentin right there. That must be his logo for Dizzy Doom Media. I was so frustrated with the publishing industry, I decided to go out and find the answers myself, said Gabriel Valentin. With respect to the studios and publishers I have worked with in the past, the information I uncovered on my own was more useful than anything they had ever provided me. Instead of crawling back to my evil lair and keeping these golden nuggets of knowledge to myself, I've decided to share them with other creators and help them find the resources needed to succeed in an industry that is seemingly stacked against us. I hope this will build a stronger community, not only one that supports all creative minds, but one that puts that good energy back into our world. Sounds like the guy's trying to do something good. Nice to see a comic pro here actually trying to do something positive for the industry there. This is why Dizzy Doom Media has also partnered up with Mark Weiss of Comic Books for Kids so we can continue sharing the magic of storytelling with people all over the world. With the help of in house crowdfunding, Dizzy Doom Media is launching all new original sci fi and fantasy stories with titles like Digital Lizards of Doom Level 2, November 2021. I guess that's when the release date is. Written by Gabriel Valentin with art by Armand Bodnar and Nick Nunez. Um, Odin's son, God of Thunder. Um, Odin's son is, of course, Thor's last name. Um, son of Odin. December 2021, written by Isaac Wilbanks with art by Chris Jones. Rock and Roll Stories You Have Never Heard, January 2022, written by legendary guitar tech Fred Kowalo, and codename Eco Spider, February 2022, written by Alex Batts and art by Evan McGuire. Didgeridoo Media can be found online at didgeridoomedia.com, dlodworld.com, and on Twitter at dlodworld. Yeah, so here's another kind of story, I guess. And this story is actually interconnected to the next story that we were going to read. So, there's that one. Let's see how we're doing so far. Yeah. I saw Batwoman trending only because the guy character in the show getting promoted to Batwing. That's funny. And it looked better than Batwoman as a show concept. Woke show about female empowerment, popular because of male. Uh-huh. I feel like WB gonna make a spinoff with him to hurry up and cancel that one. Uh, did you mean Nightwing? Oh, okay, never mind. No, Batwing. I am old and like Julie Newmar as Batwoman in um actually 80. Julie Newmar wasn't Batwoman, she was Catwoman. Julie Newmar was Catwoman. Batgirl was Yvonne Craig. Okay, actually, in fact, there were three actresses who portrayed Catwoman at various times. Julie Newmar, I think, did it in the movie in the 1966 movie pilot, and then Lee Merriweather replaced her, and then Eartha Kitt replaced Lee Merriweather, Batgirl. Yeah. Well, Batgirl was Julie Newmar, or no, I'm sorry, Batgirl was played by Yvonne Craig. If you're talking about the '60s Batman TV show, Yvonne Craig played Batgirl, and then, as I said, three actresses played Catwoman. Those were Julie Newmar, Lee Merriweather, and Eartha Kitt. Um, well, anyways, we now get ready to move. Let's see, Dave's got something else to say here. We were both. Julie Newmar was hot though. Well, yeah, she was actually quite an well, I think even to this day, even despite her medical condition, I think she's still considered very attractive. Even though I know now she's in her I think she's in her late 70s, maybe early 80s. She's still, I think, by some considered very attractive. But yeah, back then she was. I think she came from a modeling background. Actually, perfect as Dave like Dave was putting it. Okay, I always thought of her as a woman. Yeah. Perfect. Well, the only problem, okay, 80, the only problem is that, okay, you may have thought of her, Batgirl as a woman, and theoretically, yeah, she could be considered a young woman of her 20s, being a librarian, all that. However, there have been a number of different, even going back to the 50s, there actually was a Batwoman who predated Um, there was a Batwoman and a Batgirl who both predated, you know, um, Barbara Gordon. Okay, the original Batwoman came about back in the '50s. That was originally Kathy Kane. Kathy Kane. Now there was a Batwoman and there was a Batgirl, but the Batgirl. Okay, so there was a Batwoman and Batgirl in the 50s. The Batgirl in the 50s was spelled BAT hyphen GIRL. Okay. And it looks like we got Critical Blast here. Hey, LJ or RJ. I'm sorry. I'm really fluffing tonight here. Yep, she old but still like old hot. See, RJ's um somebody's channel has begun melting down since Sunday, and it's not this one. Kathy Kane and her Betty Neat. Yes, that's where I was going with it. RJ, that's where I was going with it. Um, and let me just ask real quickly, RJ, the channel that you're referring to, does that have to do with the quaint little storm we had on Sunday? And I'm hoping that you're getting my meaning there. Are you talking about you're talking about the channel that's melting now? Are you talking about from the little storm that we had Sunday? Hint, hint. Let's see now. Laugh out loud, Leto. One of my kids accused me of being a cougar today. Tread lightly. Hi, Critical. Hey, Critical Blast. How you doing? Doing great. What channel? Hi, Critical. Yep. Um, Leto, I know you watched Critical Blast open mic. What he's referring to is the channel he's talking about is the channel of that individual that that he and I were talking about. Hint, hint. Just joshing and having fun with you guys. Is it okay, Boomer Girl? Let's see. Oh, I'll try not to get in front of you then 80. Boomer say a okay. Oh, where's the cougar actions here? Oh boy, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Good one, Dave. Laugh out loud. Anyways, with all that being said, I do hope RJ is still here. Critical Blast. Um, let's move on to the next story here. Now we've been sidetracked quite a bit, but I think it's been kind of a good thing because it's been helping with the time management. So let's move on to the next story here then. Okay, so this is the company that we just kind of alluded to. This company apparently was an upstart company that's now decided it's going to close. So here's the next article. Bad Idea announces final five pre-order event before the titles are revealed. Um, Written by John Averdon, published 12 hours ago. Before Bad Idea ceases operations, it will reveal its final five titles, but those interested will need to pre order them ahead of the actual reveal. Of course. Um, Following the announcement that Bad Idea was planning to cease operations by the end of the year, the company has revealed how it plans to release its final wave of titles. On June 17th, Bad Idea will announce its final 5 story titles and or creators. However, one day prior, the company will host the final 5 pre-order day event, which gives readers a chance to preemptively secure Bad Idea's final 5. Details on Bad Idea's final 5 pre-order day are below. The final 5 is made up of 5 titles, 15 issues, on sale between August and December. Connect with any Bad Idea destination store only on Wednesday, June 16th, in person or by any other means accepted by the store. Pre-order all 5 of the final 5 titles with your store. You are pre-ordering blind, no titles, no story details, no creative teams. Only the cover price and number of issues will be released by June 16th. Consult your store for their pre-order requirements. Yeah, that almost sounds kind of shady. Want to try to take your money before you know what you're getting. That sounds a little shady to me. Don't know what you guys would be saying about that, but RJ, I know you're kind of a guy who's in with comic book stores. Would you say? Hopefully you're still here. Would you say that's kind of a shady practice there? I hope I have not scared Mike. Scared me. Scared me. Why? Why exactly would I be scared, 80? Not out loud. The company was called Bad Idea. Prophetic. Yeah, probably. So it fails. Luckily, the name will be spot on. Final 5, we are hunting Cylons. Ba-dum TSS. Okay. Exactly. Let's see now. They're gonna give you a copy of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie and then laugh at you. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but testicles? Okay. Okay. I read that. That's testicle. Okay. Yeah, I kind of had a feel that's what it was too there, Leno. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyways, if you're one of the first 10 people to pre-order all 5 titles at your store, you will be awarded a swanky Final 5 redemption sticker. The sticker can be used to redeem from Bad Idea 1 copy of the first book in the Final 5 lineup. Why would you need to redeem another copy of a book you've just pre-ordered? Trust us with what we've got planned. You're gonna want the help. This sounds like this almost sounds like a scam. This thing sounds like a scam. Founded in 2020 by Hunter Goranson, Dinesh Shandasamy, Warren Simons, Adam Freeman, and Josh Jones, Bad Idea is a comic book publisher that prided itself on bucking the trends of traditional comic distribution through quote unquote bad ideas. Okay, well, Dave, there's your answer right there. At launch, the company announced it would produce a limited number of series, releasing only 1 to 2 issues per month, priced at $3.99 each issue, would come in a prestige format package with no variant covers, no digital copies, and no collected editions. It also began by only distributing its books to 20 select retailers before eventually expanding to more. Titles from Bad Idea include Matt Kent, um, Doug Braithwaite, and Diego Rodriguez's ENIAC, Robert Venditti, Juan Jose Rip, and Jordi Belair's Tankers. Okay. Now, the reason I'm laughing, of course, is um, of course, tankers with the root being tank there. Of course, tank has a number of different meanings. And one of those meanings just happens to be like totally bomb in terms of being something being successful. In other words, just being a total fail. Marguerite Bennett and Renato Guedes, the lot, and Zeb Wells, David La Fuente, and Ulysses Ariola's Sleigh Bells, among others. The final 5 titles will be revealed June 17th. Oh, there we go. There's that article. We're done with that. Let's see. Eh? Haha, you tricked Mike to say a weird one. To say a weird one. Good job, Edie. It's a con job. Sounds like it. Doing a bamboozle. Uh-huh. Sounds like Biden. Come on, man. Yeah. It's like a geisha game, a gotcha game, but with a real life book company. Yeah, the old bait and switch almost. No, nothing you get. No, nothing you get. Nothing. At a mighty fine job you did. You did. A, I get it now, Mike. That is funny. These titles sound horrible. Tankers and Areola. Oh, the fuck is this? Uh, Areola. I am very mature. Ah, anyways. Oh yeah, 80. You never answered my question earlier. You were saying that you were worried about scaring me. What did you say or do that you think would have scared me? I still don't get that. I know you said that. You said, "I hope I didn't." Let me even go back to that. In fact, Then I can find it. Oh yeah, here's I think. I hope I have not scared Mike. I asked you earlier, but you hadn't answered yet. What exactly would I have been scared of from you? I don't really get it. I don't think you said anything that would have actually scared me, but what exactly do you think you said that would have scared me? When your source is directly from Bad Idea, sketchy. Yeah. At Mike Walters, it was about the cougar comment. Oh, is that what it was? Mike, I am a bullshit. Sometimes I don't think I would ever scare you. And I think I think action just explained to me. I guess it had something to do with the cougar comment. You didn't scare me with that. If um uh, the guys kind of know some of my situations with women on here, so and the fact that I'm on the spectrum should tell you a lot about, let's just say, certain aspects of my social life. This feels like an April Fool's article, some Babylon Bee or the Onion. Yep, maybe it does, Dave. Mike Hart. Uh, and Dave is being a joker now. Ha ha ha, Dave. Get out. Now that's scary, Dave. I just like having fun on here and learning. Yeah, that's fine, 80. Um, Excuse me a moment. I just got to go off screen for a quick sec because I think I'm here in Southern California. The sun's finally going down enough to where I could probably take the towel down now from my curtain and turn on my room lights. I'll be right back. I did it again, didn't I, guys? I That's one of those brain farts sometimes, some of us older folks have once in a while. Learning a lot about comics and degeneracy, which is, yeah, RJ, that's the first time you've probably seen that on here where Sometimes when I come back after I you know gone off camera, sometimes I do forget to turn the camera and the mic back on, and yet I start talking as if I have, and it's just kind of we like having you, 80. Their last book had a 24-hour shelf life. Retailers could only sell it that one day and were obligated to return all unsold issues. Comics is the least I know about. Yeah. Today I learned Coke is just seasoned lemon soda. When the moon hits your eye like a big when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Dave making me blush. Ah, some timers. That's wild, critical. Bleep those guys. Anyway, so let's move on to the next article then. But in conclusion to that last article we just read, bad idea to me sounds like a con game. Okay, just gotta find. Oh, here we go. This one right here. This is the next article here, and I'm sure that RJ will probably have something to say about this guy as well. When you swim in the sea and an eel bites your knee, that's a more nice play on words there, RJ. 80 is renamed to Pie on this day. All right, so here's the next article then. Marvel memorializes the late John Paul Leon in upcoming comics. Written by Tim Adams, published 6 hours ago. This is going to be the last um, comics article I'll be going through. So, and then we'll do like 4 anime articles. So, here we go. Upcoming titles by Marvel Comics will include a memorial page for the late artist John Paul Leon, who passed away at the age of 49 in May. Marvel Comics will memorialize the late John Paul Leon um, inside the pages of upcoming comics. Bill Roseman, VP of Creative at Marvel Games, shared Marvel's Leon memorial page on Twitter with the caption, Marvel remembers John Paul Leon. John Paul Leon, here's the Marvel remembers John Paul Leon, 1972 to 2021. And then I guess little note from Joe Quesada there. The memorial includes a quote from Marvel creative director Joe Quesada. JP Leon was a unique talent, admired and envied by all for his ability to convey the complexities of the world with a distilled simplicity of line and mastery of the craft that few can ever hope to attain. Quesada wrote, he's passed much too soon, leaving us to wonder what heights he would have achieved, but thankful for the work he's left behind that will inspire generations to come. Our hearts at Marvel go out to his family, loved ones, friends, and fans. Now, I do understand, RJ, you're like me, you're more of a DC guy than and a Marvel guy in terms of on the comic side of things. Um, but if you do have something that you can add, contribute here, that would be That'd be nice. Please spell my name Pi. Pi. As in the number pi. Haha, good one, RJ. RIP. Yep. Let's see, Dave saying that was punny stuff, critical. Well, guys, don't forget, RJ Critical Blast has his own channel. He's usually having like up and coming comic creators on there. You guys might want to check it out. Check out some of his streams there. And of course, you guys know that I've been on his open mic streams, the last few Sunday nights. So, um, come check it out sometime. I wonder if I go, will people, if I go, will people remember me other than my wife? I don't see a huge funeral, and to that I say good. I'm sure a lot of people have those thoughts, Leto. Sure, a lot of people have those thoughts. You all invited to my hole in the ground to kick me over and roll me over. Oh boy. RJ likes to say I am not Starfire, his best DC comic. I'm not super familiar with JPL's work. I've seen examples, but I didn't know him the way I know others. Yeah, I think you probably didn't, because if he did a lot of his work more for Marvel, I am more aware that between the two companies, like me, you're a bit more of a DC guy, but I figured maybe you might have known something. That's why I was seeing if you had anything to say or you wanted to contribute there. Anyway, let's continue on with the article here. The prolific artist passed away on May 1st at 49 years old, with the cause of death not given. DC editor Chris Conroy originally shared the news of John Paul Leon's passing. Shortly after the news of Leon's passing, fellow artists Tommy Lee Edwards and Bernard Chang launched a GoFundMe to support his daughter's education. JP's wish was to have any funds from his art sales go into a trust for his 17-year-old daughter and to help fund her future education and interest in engineering. Edwards wrote, proceeds from this GoFundMe will help get the trust started by helping JP's family transition through this difficult period. Jean Paul Leon is survived by his wife, daughter, and older brother. So, anyways, that's the end of that story. I'll be getting into the anime ones here in a moment here since I get that set up. Let's see. Okay, so before we get on to the next set of stories here, let's see. A couple more chats came in. No one rolling you over 80. You roll yourself. Laugh out loud. Uh, I am not Starfire is good, but it's not anywhere near the class of Nubia real one. Hmm. Okay, so now we got like 4 anime shorts. So we're just past the 1 hour mark. So we're making some good time here. And the conversation is actually making the time go pretty well as well. So here we go. We got this is the first of four anime stories we're going to cover here. Um, Zack Snyder would consider directing a Dragon Ball Z movie. So Zack Snyder of Justice League directing fame, I guess. Story was written by Ruben Barron. It was published. They're saying here it was published 1 day ago, but I think when I first saw it, it was still within the day. So that's the thing. So Zack Snyder says he is open to the idea of making a Dragon Ball Z movie or another live action anime adaptation should the opportunity arise. Now you got the cast. You got from left to right. You got Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin, Trunks, Gohan, Goten, Tien, and Shiatsu. Zack Snyder is open to the idea of making a Dragon Ball Z movie and more generally interested in the idea of doing live action remakes of anime. After a At the 1449 mark in the Tyrone Magnus's YouTube interview with the Justice League Army of the Dead director, Magnus asked Snyder, would you do an anime movie?" Snyder answered the question, though somewhat tentatively. "Yeah, I would consider that. I mean, if I came around, but definitely I would do an anime. Um, I mean, if it came around, but definitely I would do an anime remake or live action. Um, that would be fun because I love animation and I've been watching a fair amount. I watch a ton of anime with my kid who's too young to watch it, but we watch it anyways. I wonder what anime he's watching that he feels is too young, with his kid's too young for. You kind of have to wonder that. Earlier, Magnus interrupted himself with his own answer the first time he asked Snyder about directing a Dragon Ball Z movie. Well, no, you would because you did Sucker Punch. Magnus said Sucker Punch was a Zack Snyder movie with clear anime influences. Magnus then specified that he wanted to know if Snyder would make a Dragon Ball Z movie in particular, claiming, "I get this question so much, I had to ask you." Um, I guess people were saying, I guess he was trying to say, I got that, I get that question so much, I just had to ask you, as I think was really fully intending to say. See what we got here. Let's see. No, 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 no. Let's see. I have paid people to kick my easy into the ground, and they happily agreed to do it. I'll take a CG monstrosity before a live action. Okay. He tells jokes. He's a ham. His last name's Amsterdam. That's a more. Oh, you are just going off in the butt, man. Hey, Hey, RJ, you should be here on Fridays when Backgoats. Now this week, of course, as I said, Backgoats. He's tending to his son's wedding, so he won't be here. But Action Toys will be filling in for him this Friday for the historical comic retrospect. And I hope you'll join us as well, RJ. I hope to see everybody there, obviously. Um, RJ, I would think you'd want to come if you're gonna have that kind of punny stuff. I'm sure you'd probably give like Woody and ETC a run for their money with the lulls. I like jokes. Demon Beast Invasion. I feel like Zack Snyder thinks too much of himself and likes compliments. Super Punch wasn't even good. I think it's actually the name of the movie was Sucker Punch, not Super Punch. Maybe Snyder's kid is just an infant. Sucker. It did correct itself there. Sucker Punch was meh. It sold itself on smexy female leads and action, but it dragged. Action better bring the funny on Friday or else. Shakes fist. Yeah, but with Batgoat not here, there won't be any LOL trophy or anybody keeping track of the LOL points. That's his thing. Um, okay, so let's see. At this point, a Snyder directed Dragon Ball Z movie is more a fan pipe dream at the moment rather than something he is actively pursuing, though he did say he would consider it. Snyder is currently attached to produce and direct the first two episodes of an anime style prequel to Army of the Dead for Netflix, as well as an original animated series inspired by Norse mythology. Directed and co-written by Zack Snyder, Army of the Dead stars Dave Bautista, and I believe if I understand correctly, that's the former WWE champion Dave Bautista. Garrett Dillahunt, Ella Purnell, Omari Hardwick, Raul Castillo, Tig Notaro, Theo Rossi, and Ana de la Regora. The film is now streaming on Netflix. So there we go. There's that article. Not that loud, Leto. Not that loud. I saw Batgoat on another channel this past weekend and he did not and wished he did not recognize me. Um, why don't you join in and make me be funny? Oh boy, Leto. Was a stream on Chatterbait 80. Because if you see me there, I too won't recognize you. I tell you this now, loud, loud, loud. Army of the Dead was terrible. Now character development and the story was lacking a direction. I guess you're saying no character development. Who is called Pie, or Wisp as she wishes. Um, aren't they going to make another one of those film toys? I won't be driving toys. I can't fun and drive. Laugh out loud. Oh, yeah. Pie. Okay, pie. All right. So, anyways, as we now will get on to the next story here. Let's see. First off, let's see where we're at time. An hour and 10. So we're getting through these pretty quick. As always, we see the CBR stories seem to go quicker than the bounding into comic stories. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next one I'm going to cover here. Shonen Jump's Kaiju number 8, plot, characters, and how to get started. We've been covering a few of these along the way, um, little profile pieces that they've been doing for some of these manga and animes. Article by Timothy Donahue, and it was published 10 hours ago. Shonen Jump's latest big hit, Kaiju number 8, combines shonen action with kaiju powered mayhem. Here's everything you need to know to jump right in. Kaiju number 8 is one of Shonen Jump's newest hits, featuring giant monsters and a struggling young man who can become one of them. The series' horror tinged approach to kaiju has made it an instant hit. Having only begun in 2020, now is the perfect time for those who haven't read it to finally get on board. Available for free and lauded by critics, Kaiju number 8 is a rare treat for fans of both kaiju and manga. Here's what readers should know about Kaiju number 8 and what they can read, what and where they can read it. Kaiju number 8 story. In the series, kaiju, massive prehistoric monsters, regularly attack Japan, with the Japanese Defense Force the only thing stopping them from totally destroying the country. Two childhood friends have their lives dramatically changed by kaiju, and it inspires them to try to fight against them as adults. Sounds similar to like Attack on Titan and a few other kaiju type stories. Well, one of them, Mina Ashino, um, wow, his initials are the same as one of the female lead character in Attack on Titan, M.A. Mikasa Ackerman. Becomes part of the Japanese Defense Force. The other, Kafka Hibino, doesn't make the cut, instead, settling for a career in cleaning up kaiju corpses. Oh, that's got to be fun. But his life changes forever when a small kaiju flies into his mouth. Oh, that's lovely. This mutates him and gives him the power to transform into one himself. Though he's still essentially himself in this form, this doesn't save him from becoming a target of the Japanese Defense Force. Kind of similar to the Incredible Hulk. Kaiju number 8 main characters. Laugh it out, friends. Goodness. I like being ignored. Looks like Evangelion. Man in suit, day blue. Hut toys. Oil guys are whack. Hey, doodles. Um, I can see the pitch to Shonen Jump. So we got this idea. It's like Attack on Titan and Evangelion. Someone's got to do it. Those main characters look generic AF. I love sushi. Alrighty then. So Kaiju number 8's main characters. Here we go. The main character is Kafka Hibino, who later becomes the eponymous Kaiju number 8. Kafka's JDF dreams were crushed to the point where he decided to settle for monster cleanup. But he eventually finds that the determination to try the exams once more before he ages out. When a kaiju attack force attack forces him into action, unfortunately his plans are thrown for a loop when in the hospital a tiny kaiju flies into his mouth, making him one of JDF's prime targets. Kafka's name is an homage to Franz Kafka and his book The Metamorphosis. Mina Ashino, Kafka's friend, passed her exams and rose to the rank of captain in the Japanese Defense Force. Fittingly, she's a much more serious character. She's a proficient marksman who's determined to fulfill her promise of slaughtering all of the kaiju, no matter what. Despite her rough exterior, she does have high hopes that Kafka will eventually join her in the JDF. Other characters include Kikoru Shimomiya, the Defense Force rookie whose natural kaiju hunting talents outrank everyone, and Leno Ichikawa, a young intern at Kafka's cleaning company, who comes to admire him and keep his transformation secret. Where can you read Kaiju number 8? For those who would like to read it. Kaiju number 8 is created by Naoya Matsumoto, and starting in July of last year, it was published online through Shueisha's Shonen Jump website. Through its app, it's also available on the Manga Plus website in the app, which is also through Shueisha. Currently having fewer than 30 chapters, the series has released 2 print volumes so far. The series, along with another recent manga, Spy Family, are both doing well on the app and mark new points in the continued evolution of shonen manga. It also continues the trend of horror elements in popular manga, as seen with the series like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. Interested readers can download Shonen Jump today to sink their teeth into Kaiju number 8. Oh, there we go with that one. Excuse me a moment, guys and gals. I shall be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. See what you guys have been saying here. Ebonics is only spelling I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess there was some a little bit more there. I love sushi. Okay, that was less. I too like sushi, I guess. Is that how you spell sushi? I always thought it was sushi. I think sushi is spelled Sushi, actually. Sushi. More like sushi. Onyx is the only spelling I know. Sorry. Sushi. I'll pass on this manga. Sorry for you. A guy I talked to on Mind said it's pretty good, but he's a manga hog. He reads it all. Spy Family might be the next best thing, though. That I hear. That I hear a lot. See, now we're 21, so still best anime. The King of the Hill. I tell you what, Dave. I know this guy. This guy reads all the manga. I go see. It's all Fuda manga. For real, Dave. King of the Hill is best anime. That don't laugh out loud. All right. So, anyways, as we move on to the next article, here we go. Here's the next article we're going to read. Um, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2 gets a trailer and premiere date by Linda Levetti, published 8 hours ago. Kyoto Animation's hit series Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid confirms its second season's premiere date in a new trailer. A second season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid will arrive this summer. Kyoto Animation's YouTube channel has released a new trailer for the second season of its hit series, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, titled Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. The trailer teases even more dragon antics and confirms that the new season will premiere on July 8th. The second season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid has been in the works for several years, following a delay due to the fatal arson attack on Kyoto Animation's studio, Studio One in 2019. Um, yeah, and of course, if Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid sounds familiar, because it did get the first season did get talked about quite a bit because it was dubbed by Funimation. One of the critiques that had been out there was how they kind of like how they were changing some of the dialogue to reflect, you know, agenda pushing. Anyways, the first season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid debuted in 2017 to immediate acclaim and international popularity. It has since become one of Studio Kyoto Animation's most popular series, joining its catalog of beloved anime like K-On!, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, and Violet Evergarden. The first season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maids, was available for streaming on both Funimation and Crunchyroll will broadcast the second season to North, Central, and South America, as well as to European, African, and Middle Eastern audiences. Crunchyroll will also stream the anime to fans within the CIS, Commonwealth of Independent States, and to fans from countries within Oceania. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maids story begins when exhausted office worker Kobayashi stumbles upon a dragon while drunkenly wandering through the mountains late at night. Kobayashi pulls a sword from the creature's back and offers the lonely dragon a place to stay at her apartment. The dragon, named Toru, then transforms into a young girl and decides to become Kobayashi's housemaid, often with disastrous results. Toru is eventually joined by other eccentric dragon girls who all change Kobayashi's mundane life forever. If not for the fact that it was Funimation that dubbed it and changed some of the dialogue around the way I've heard that they've changed the dialogue around, I would actually consider watching the dub of that because it Miss Kobayashi's Dry Maid sounds like another big hit. That sounds like another fun one. Kyoto Animation with a lot of those, you know, well, with some of them being harem, some of them being like so. I know obviously this isn't per se a harem one, but have a bunch of girls, together like that. It's just a cool thing to watch. You know? Anyway, so that's it for that story. About King of the Hill is a great manga. Uh, so we're coming up on an hour and a half here, so we're making a good manga. Never saw it. Wishing all a good night, even if I don't like you. But certain you all don't like me either. Just way life out. Oh, 80. No, that's not true. I think we all like you. All of, I appreciate you being here. I know you got to probably get going. You want to get to bed. So I understand it. 80, you're thinking too hard about this. We like you. Good night, though. All right, 80. You two have a great night. Everyone here enjoys each other's company. Yeah. Well, and that's what I try to do. There's enough channels already that have drama. I know RJ mentioned some of it earlier. There's enough channels out there that are doing like gotchas and just being, just going out and just trashing other YouTubers, trashing each other. It's like that's not what I want to do here. I want people to be able to come in, hang out. Let's talk about some good stuff. Let's focus on some good stuff. Comics, mangas, anime, cartoons, wrestling. What have you. Let's you know the good stuff, as Dave Sunstrom says. In case you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Dave Sunstrom is a nostalgia guy himself, more in the realm of classic television. Anyways, Night Pickle. Toys trashes me all the time, laugh out loud. Anyways, hour and 29 minutes. So we do have one more story I wanted to get to tonight. And I think we do have enough time, knowing how fast these go. We're coming up on an hour and a half. So after this story, of course, we'll probably start winding down a bit here. Um, man, I'm down to one viewer, man. But I did get like quite a few likes tonight, so that's cool. It's great. Yes, I got you. Should at least say two, but I think we have more than two. I think as you, Dave, ATC, myself, that we should have like four people. I don't know why this thing's saying one, but anyway, so here's the next story here. Battle Angel Alita sequel manga goes on a 2-month hiatus. Um, Article written by Michael Lacerna, published 8 hours ago. Kodansha announces that the publication of Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle manga will take a short 2-month long break until August. The ongoing Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle manga will be taking a short break from publication. According to Anime News Network, the latest issue of publisher Kodansha's Evening Magazine states that the new chapters in Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle manga will be published until latest issue of publisher Kodansha starts states that no new chapters in the Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle manga will be published until the release of the magazine's 17th issue, which will go on sale on August 10th. No reason was given for the break. Mars Chronicle is the third and final act in Yukito Kishiro's long-running Battle Angel Alita series. The series delves deeper into the past of the amnesiac and immensely powerful cyborg Alita, alternating between stories of her early childhood at an orphanage and her current day entanglement in a complex power struggle that will determine the future of Mars. The series has been published in Kodansha's Evening Magazine ever since 2014, picking up immediately from the end of Kishiro's previous manga series, Battle Angel Alita Last Order. The original Battle Angel Alita, first published in 1990, a 2-episode anime based on the manga, was released directly to video in 1993 and features significant differences from the original story. The manga was initially distributed in North America by Viz Media, till the license was taken over by Kodansha USA, which reissued the manga in a series of special hardcover releases in 2017 to coincide with the release of a movie. The film rights to the series were acquired by Terminator 2 and Avatar director James Cameron in 2003. After undergoing over a decade of delays, mostly due to Cameron's busy schedule, the live action adaptation of the manga, renamed Alita Battle Angel, was finally released in 2017. The feature film was produced by Cameron and directed by Sin City's Robert Rodriguez, and was originally intended by Cameron to be the first part of a potential trilogy. However, in 2020, Rodriguez said he was optimistic about the chances of a sequel being made. He was optimistic. Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle is currently published by Kodansha Comics and is available via paperback, Kindle, or on Comixology. So there we go. That's the end of the main articles for the night. As I said, an hour and 34, so that's pretty good timing there. Oh, it looked like somebody came in here. Let's see. I guess we have a. Let's see. Yeah, you got me. Yeah. The last thing I think we less less even than odd. They're 10. 10? Okay. Wow, 10 likes. Wow. Less even than odd. I wonder who that is. Woot. We're all one person in here. Let's see. I enjoy everyone's company. Wow, 9 likes. Great show tonight. I had a lot of people in there. Uh, oh, hello, Les Even. That's my other account. Laugh out loud. Uh, no, it's just me. I'm very confused right now. Hey there, Les Odd. How you doing tonight? Les Even is my other account. I like today's stream. It was so nice. I liked it twice. Using one of my favorite little puns there when I have two history items the same year. Good one there, Leto. Laugh out loud, Leto. But did you tap it twice, Leto? You manipulative little scamp. I like it. Laugh out loud. I'm a bot. Oh wow! When I look up less even than odd, it just brings me to your videos. So YouTube knows it's you, but lets you manipulate the likes anyway. Weird. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. I apologize to all. I have issues with this date. Good night. Oh, June. Well, I'm glad you came in anyways. If this date has a particular negative negative effect on you, I do hope that we were able to make at least give you something positive to think about it with. Laugh out loud. Whoa, you're right, Dave. That's spooked. It's okay, 80. I looked up my other account and it showed this account's videos. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Who is just me? All right. So, anyways, we're now coming up. We're at an hour 38 now. So, and I got through all the main stories. Let me see. 5, 2016, and 1946. Well, anyways, guys. Okay, and we've got a couple other ones here. Okay, 80. We understand. As I said, 80, if you're still here, if this date is kind of a hard one for you, I do hope that we were able to at least give you some positivity to help you get through it a little bit more. Maybe make it a little nicer for you. So I hope we were able to do that for you. Wait, where's 80? She basically said good night. I think 80 went to bed. Yeah, I think that was kind of the yeah. So, anyways, all right, guys. Well, I think it's probably be a good time to start winding down. I don't know. There's no indication. I know we're past the hour and a half mark, so I'm a little surprised I haven't seen a notification from Nick yet. Um, don't know if he's streaming or not tonight, um, but anyways, guys. Well, let's see. It looked like you guys had a few more. Saw that. 80 went to bed. We saw that. Not 80 pickle. So, anyways, guys, I think it's a good time to start winding down. As I know I've said that 2 or 3 times already. So, are you guys ready for this day in each history? You're streaming. All right. I just didn't see any. And today being Tuesday, June the 8th, 2021, let's take a look back on this day in each history. And our first stop, we're going to go back 75 years ago today. As on this date, 75 years ago today, the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes cartoon, Kitty Corner, directed by Robert Clamp, um, premiered on this date in 1946. On this date, 75 years ago today, the Looney Tunes cartoon Kitty Corner premiered in theaters on this date, starring Porky Pig and Sylvester. It's one of those cases um, where in the neighborhood that Porky lives in, all the owners are throwing their cats out, and Porky is trying to throw his cats out. One of them being Sylvester, and instead his cats try to throw him out. So, also of note, this is the first Looney Tune cartoons to have the red and blue rings, as well as the written out. That's all, folks. At the closing rings. Um, but in this cartoon, the Merry Melodies music is heard at the end. So, as I said, on this date, 75 years ago today, in 1946, um, the Warner Brothers Looney Tune cartoon, um, Kitty Cornered, um, premiered. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next piece of niche news. We move ahead to the year 2005. As on this date in 2005, DC Comics would put on an would release the 115th issue of JLA, um, the start of the Crisis of Conscience storyline here, written, of course, by Jeff Jones and Alan Hemberg, with pencils by Chris Batista, Mark Farmer doing the inking, lettering by Ken Lopez, and David Barron doing the coloring. So on this date, 2005, which was 16 years ago today, the 115th issue of JLA went on sale on this date, 16 years ago today. A couple more. Action runs up and drop kicks the niche on the show. Okay. Small tangent. I saw a video today of Liquid Snake from Metal Gear explaining Big Chungus. Okay. Okay then. So with that, let's get ready to move on to the last bit of niche history today. And here it is. 5 years ago today, from the Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida, the WWE held its NXT The End um, event, which was streamed on WWE Network. In that event, saw in the main event Samoa Joe retaining the NXT Championship over Finn Balor. Also on the show, Asuka retained the NXT Women's Champion over Nia Jax. The Revival would defeat American Alpha. The Revival, made up of Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, would defeat American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, to win the NXT Tag Team Championships. Also on the card saw Shinsuke Nakamura defeat Austin Aries, and the opening match of the night saw Andrade Almas defeat Ty Dillinger. So on this date 5 years ago from the Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida, the NXT the end event, NXT Takeover the end took place on this date 5 years ago today in 2016. Let's see. Lavalad, you did. I want to see it, Dave. Liquid Snake explains big Chingus action. All right. So, with all that being said, guys, I thank you guys for being here with me again tonight, as always. Thank you guys for all the likes and shares. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow night. Don't forget, this Friday night, we're still doing, of course, the historical comic retrospect, as Batgoat is taking the week off for his son's wedding. Action Toys Channel, ATC, will be my co-host. So I look forward to that. Look forward to hearing some of his commentary as we read through some stories. This Friday, of course, we'll be starting up November of 1937. We'll be covering comics that went on sale in November of 37 from DC Comics, which of course we'll be reading some Slam Bradley, Speed Saunders, Federal Men, Dr. Cult, and Radio Squad. So I hope you guys will be here for that. So let's see what else, because you guys are saying some things. Man, you guys are really going off. Let's see. I'll be watching it after the show. Thanks for indulging us, Mike. No problem. Hey, that's one of the things we try to do here, right? Have some fun. Let the other channels get all dramatic. Let's just come in and have some fun. Save the drama for the other channels, or for your mama, as the saying goes. Yeah, thanks, Mike. No problem. I screen recorded it and will probably load it to Minds. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. All right, guys. Well, I thank you again, and let's see. Great show tonight, everyone. All right, I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Bye.